Hello everybody, welcome back to LilyLuLou. My name is Karen, I'm the Junk Journal Geek if you haven't been here before, and a warm welcome to you whether you are a first time visitor or you're returning to me again today. Today I am continuing working on the Journal Monthly. This is a series that was devised by Claire over at Purple Poppy. The idea is we work on this once a week, and I haven't actually done anything at all in any of my journals since I was last working on this, I don't think. So I still haven't got all my pages together, but anyway, we're carrying on today. There'll be another one out tomorrow, and as I say, I still haven't done any more on last week's, but anyway, we're on week 2. So today we're going to be making some pockets, and Claire used some book page, so I grabbed this book that was left from when I made the Lord of the Rings journal, and I've also got my music paper because I know I want some pages to be bigger than this. And yeah, so let's get started with what Claire did. Now I've just done, Claire made an envelope, and she used some tissue paper from her package from Betty and Ivy and some mulberry paper. I don't have any mulberry paper, and my lovely tissue paper that has my bits and pieces in from Betty and Ivy is not really the right colours for the papers I've used in the journal. So my toilet paper comes as a subscription, and it's always wrapped in different types of tissue paper. Sorry, I can hear someone getting up upstairs and Max is whinging. So I've used a sheet of that wrapping and some sheet music to make my envelope. I'm going to stitch this together, so that's why it's not made yet. So let's make one of those first. Max, quiet. Just bear with me a moment. Okay, I'm back again. Just stopped and had a quick cuppa with my girls. So, I feel like the camera's moved. Yes, I can't remember what I was saying, but I'm going to make another one of those envelopes with some music paper and that tissue paper. I thought I had another piece of music paper out, but apparently not. Now that they are all, I wonder if I could, if one of these would be big enough. Should we make a smaller one? Well, we could have a little one in there, couldn't we? Let's do a different one. We might make 2 small ones actually, because, yeah, let's do that. Let's make 2 small envelopes. So then we could use that big one in the middle signature, and we could have one each of the small ones in the other 2 signatures. So I'm just putting glue stick all over this sheet of music paper. And then I just want to make sure I've actually got this the right way still. Oh, there doesn't really seem to be a wrong and a right on this one. The other one, there was a definite direction, the green sheet. And I'm not sure that these pages are square, and I'm not sure that the tissue paper is square, so I don't know if I am going to actually be able to line up the edges precisely, but we'll give it a go and see. So how are you all? I hope you're all happy and well and not having too many problems with all this rain that we're having. We're still pretty flooded in this area. You come out of our road and turn, we'll come out of our house and turn right, follow the road down that road is still closed because of flooding. We've had a couple of days of sunshine, not consecutively though, so we've not had enough time without rain for the rain that has fallen to dry up. So our garden's still flooded. And then when you turn left out of our road, there is still flood water, but it's passable now, so that's something. I'm just trying to think if I've seen anywhere if the local Tesco's is reopened or not, because their car park was completely underwater. That happened last year as well. So they've got pumps going at the moment, pumping the water away. But the water, I think the water was being pumped into the Rife, which runs down to the sea, and I think the Rife was full. So last time we came along past there, the pumps weren't working, probably for that reason. But I haven't been that way again for a few days because, as I say, the road in that direction is closed and it's a long way round to go the other way. So yeah, it's all fun and games here at the moment if you want to go anywhere. Other than that, we're all well. It was my eldest daughter's birthday yesterday. We went to her wedding venue in the morning, and then we all went out for dinner last night, which was lovely. Right, so now I need to cut these down. I think I'll just tear them. I think they'll be all right. Yeah, so we are preparing for, we're in the midst of our busy time really, but we're preparing for several events coming up. One of which is a surprise event, so I can't talk about that in case the person involved watches this. I don't think they do, but just in case. And then I've got my eldest daughter's baby shower coming up. I've got my youngest daughter's graduation. I didn't know they did graduation ceremonies all year round. I thought they were all done in the summer holidays, but my middle daughter graduated last year and her ceremony was in September, but right at the beginning of September. But my youngest daughter's graduation is next week or the week after, end of November anyway. So you learn something new every day. Right, so to make these envelopes, we need to check how big our pages are. So let's just find a normal page. And obviously it's going to go sideways. So we will want to fold that up about there, because we're going to fold the edge over, so it won't be quite as big as that, so it should fit on. And I'm hoping these are straightish. And then we'll fold that one down. So that makes our envelope. That's our flap. Then we're going to fold this edge up a little bit so that it has a bit of protection. I should really be doing this with the scoreboard to make sure it's straight, but I don't want to go and get the scoreboard out. So that will go there like that, and that will close like that. And then we'll pop something on here that will act as closure. So I'll find something for that. I will need to neaten these edges up. So what I'm going to do now is put some glue on this edge. I've dropped my the lid to my glue stick on the floor under my desk, and I can't find it 'cause under my desk is full of wedding paraphernalia that I should be working on, and I'm doing this instead. So I'm going to have to pull all that out in a minute to find the glue lid. Right, what I'm going to do is put a little bit of glue stick on these edges for now to hold this in place. And then when I finished with you today, sorry, I'm going off camera, aren't I? I will stitch around the edges of this. And I will trim these on the guillotine so that they're a bit neater. But I like the way, I don't know if this is picking this up on camera, but I like the way the sheet music is showing through the tissue. You know, it adds a bit more interest and dimension. That is slightly skew with that fold, but we can live with that, I think. So that's that one. So if we do the same with this one. So, I don't know how much of that I turned over now. Should we start from the flap? So the flap is, let's line them up there. Maybe we can do this using our board. This is not necessary, but I don't even know if I've got that straight actually. So that will be our flap. Like that. I'm just trying to make them the same size-ish so that they match. But I mean, it doesn't need to be completely accurate. I can see just how wonky this other one is now. It will get straightened up when it goes through the guillotine though, so I don't know if it's the music paper that's not square or the tissue paper. I doubt both of them, either of them are square actually. Thinking about it. So we'll fold that one up there. Like that. So this feels lovely, it's all crinkly, and so that's our flap, and then we turn over this edge. It doesn't really matter how much we turn over. So again, let's pop some glue stick on there to reinforce that edge, and then we'll just put a little bit on each side to hold this in place for now until I stitch. That's there like that. So we have that one and that one, and for decorating all of these things and for the journal in general, I'm trying to use my box of Christmas things left from last year. Try and get it under the camera so you can see. I have this box, and this is all of the Christmas journals I made last year. This is what I have left over. So I do have more digi sheets printed out that I didn't use. I think I've got some that go with the papers I've used. And I know I've got some ephemera as well to cut out that will match what I've used, so I don't think there's any need to print anything else out. I'm really desperately trying, because I don't have any space here, I'm trying to use up everything that I've already got for everything I'm making. So, or sorry, the next one I'm going to make, I don't want to use book page, I want to use this, because this was a nice interesting page that Claire made. Let me start with this edge because that is actually a straight edge. And obviously these all need, everything needs to be inked and, as I say, stitched. And I'm just gonna, I think I'm just gonna make the bits with you today. I don't think I'm going to decorate them. I think I will do that off camera because, as I say, I am behind. So yeah, Claire just used her ruler. I wonder if I can straighten that edge up with my knife. Or is my knife even here? This one really does need a new blade. I can't, I do have another knife. I can't sit in there. I always have trouble opening this. Right, let's see. Because that edge where I've cut that out is very wonky. Yeah, this paper's definitely wonky. So let's see if we can just take the edge off so that we at least have a straight edge to start with. So I'm not putting any pressure on that at all. I'm just letting my knife run along there because I know it's a little bit blunt and I want to try not to drag the paper if I can. Also less likely to have an accident if you don't put any pressure on it, in case you didn't know. Right, so that's straightish. The corners don't matter because we're going to cut them off, aren't we? Hang on, which way round am I doing this? Put my ruler there. And folding up this edge. And then we want to do this edge. Yeah, because the book I'm using, the pages are quite small, this would have turned out really, really mini if I'd used a book page. So I thought I would use music paper because I have got music paper already in the pages, so it does all sorts of go together. And I mean, book page and music paper go with anything, don't they? So fold all these up so that I can see where my creases are. And then get the scissors. I'm going to cut these corners where we folded. So cut out each corner. I'm trying to stay on the fold lines because you know I can't cut straight. Can't fold straight either today by the looks of it. Is that one, last one? And obviously these will look much nicer when they're all linked up. And then Claire folded each one in like that. So I need to trim that edge a bit more. And then fold this one and tuck it in there. And then we have a little pocket in there where we can tuck things. So that's different, isn't it? So I think I need to take a little tiny bit more off each edge. I think I've gone to the wrong side of my fold line when I'm trimming. So let's just take another sliver at the corners. It's really dark here today, so I've got the lamps on so it makes shadows as you're working and you can't see exactly what you're doing. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. I really need to invest in a ring light, I think, for when I'm filming. See, this one is just not even, it's just not straight. That's the problem there. It's just not cut straight. So it's wider at one part than it is at the other. And that one I can see where it's folded, it needs trimming there. Have I gone all the way around now? I think I have. See, got like a tail there. Right, let's try again. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and tuck that one in there. It's cool, isn't it? I like that. It's a bit different to another pocket. I'm just looking for my ink. Oh, there it is. Oh, something sticky on the bottom of my ink. So I'm just quickly inking the edges on this one so that you can see the effect. You can see that one's not straight either. I tend to flare out at the bottom for some reason, or the top, whichever way you're looking at it. And then this is quite flimsy at the moment, but I will probably stick something else on the inside to decorate it, and that will give it a bit more body as well. So if we refold that, you can see the edges a bit better now. Cool, isn't it? So that's that one. Then we had some more of our sort of normal standard pockets. So just trying to, there we go. That might still work because I know I'll just use a full sheet, small enough as it is. Right, so we did a normal sort of pocket, but doubled up the book page because it's quite flimsy. So then we fold in the edges to give us a gusset on each side. Now let me think how Claire did this, because she cut some bits off to reduce the bulk, which was quite clever. So, was it at the top? I think it was at the top. So what we want down here, we need to cut these corners off to mitre them, and then on the top we want to cut, as we always do. This is going to fold over to give us, you know, our protected edge at the top. And then here, sorry, let me show you what I've done because it's a bit confusing as I'm waving it about. So I have folded up the page in half. I folded in each side to make gussets. I folded over the top so that we can protect that edge. But then what Claire did, we fold this front piece down. At the back here, she's cut off the edges and the top to reduce the bulk. So then that sticks to there. I'll probably take a little bit more off of that to make sure it doesn't interfere with that piece we're going to fold down probably making this look a lot more complicated than it needs to be. So that piece we're going to stick to there. Then we're going to stick that piece over so that we've got a nice double edge at the top there, so it's protected. And then these flappy bits, we'll put glue here, here, and along here, and stick that down on the page. So let's actually stick that together. Where's my glue stick gone? Oh my goodness me. Can't see for looking. So putting glue all over this spare flappy bit. So that's giving us a nice, you know, double strength pocket. And then I'm going to glue this top flap down. So that gives us a nice strong edge, a bit of protection on there. And then I'm going to take my little circle punch a little notch there, pop a bit of ink on, and obviously once these are stuck in, they're all going to be decorated and prettied up. So I mean, this book, I don't think this has any naughty words in, but you know, if you do spot something unpleasant when you decorate, you can take care of that, cover them up. So we've got to make 3 of these. Well, we haven't got to, but if we're doing what Claire did, we're going to make 3. So that we can layer them up on a page. So that's our top edge. These are going to be all going to be slightly different sizes because I'm not measuring or anything, I'm just doing it. So, turning each side as our gussets. Then this is the front. We want the writing up the right way, so that will be the front. So on my edge pieces, we want a little V at the bottom, and then at the top we want our normal mitered bits that we do. And then on the back piece, making sure this is the back piece, we're going to take off the edges. And the top edge, and we're going to glue this. And again, I will probably stitch all these as well on the machine before I actually put them in the book. And we're going to stick down our top edge, pop a little. Do you know what, I should really do all these all together so that the notches are in the same place, because they're going to go one under the other in the book, hopefully. Well, that's the idea, that's what Claire did, but I mean, I can make more if they're not the same. And I don't know if I will actually use them exactly the same way as Claire did. We'll see. See when I come to decorate what my pages look, or when I come to stick them in and I've got the rest of my pages sorted. Now I think what I'm going to do here is actually fold this in a little tiny bit more so that I'm up to where the writing is, just for the way it looks, just because that's what I like. Yeah, so what I probably do is take these to the machine, open these flaps up, stitch around here, and then I will stick them in. Just going to need a little bit more trimming now because I've just refolded it. Okay, so that's 2 of those. Let's just quickly do one more while we're know what we're doing. So that's our front, because we want the writing up the right way. So we'll turn this over a little bit. That's our top edge. We'll turn in the sides to make the gussets. Then we will angle the bottom edges, and we'll do our mitre top edges. Then we will find the back, take off this edge, a little bit along here, and this edge. Then we will stick this back piece down to strengthen the pocket. Fold this back over the top to protect that top edge. Pop a little notch in, just a little one because it's only a little pocket. Ink round there, ink round there, ink along there. I've made 3 of these because Claire had 3, but I won't do 3 of everything else. I don't know how many I need of everything else either. So that's those little pockets ready to be stitched and stuck. So that's those. Then what else did we have? Getting myself in a pickle here with all these bits of paper. Oh, then Claire did a double pocket. So she had 2 pieces of paper. Actually, that one's still stuck together, so I might use that for the next one. Right, so we have 2 pieces of paper. We'll fold in a little bit on one for an edge, and then we fold in a little bit more on the other one. And again, I'm not measuring, I'm just going with the flow. And then this one goes on top of this one, so that when we stick them in, we've got a double pocket. And obviously we'll try and make them straight. So we've got a double pocket there. So then what we do is put them together, pop our notch in. So our notches are in the same place, and then they'll stick together like that. So let's ink these edges first of all. And I think what I will do, just to keep everything neat, I will snip these corners. Stick them down. And then I shall want to make the same but round the other way as well, just because I want to. So let's need to think that bit there and that bit there. And again, what I'm going to do is just pop a little bit of glue stick on this top one. Oh my goodness. Really having trouble lining anything up today. This, I think it's the shadows. So they're held in place now. I wanted to stitch along there before I stuck them together. Well, I won't be doing that now. Or actually, well, look, that you can see how it looks. So we have, grab something, Karen, a pocket there and a pocket there, except they will be going that way in the book. So I have a pocket there and a pocket there. But I'm actually going to separate these for now because I want to stitch along there and along there before I put them together. Oh, look, it says Sting. If you don't know me, you won't know that I am a huge Sting fan. If I'd have known that, I'd have left that page on the front. Right, so I'm leaving those sort of separate so that I can stitch those. And then I'm going to make another one of those, but going in the opposite direction. So hope you don't mind me quickly doing that again. You can always fast forward if you don't want to watch it again, can't you? So this time I want my papers, hang on, I've got to think about this. I want them this way so that they will be the opposite way in the book. Just, that's not straight, just for added interest. Is that straighter? Get them up the right way, Karen. So that one will be at the back and that one will be on top. Max, quiet. So let's pop them together to do our little notchy. Notchy, notch, notch. Oh, my paper's got stuck in my punch. Come on, don't tear. Come out. Come out. Oh dear. I think that will still be okay though. Yes, let's glue it before we do any more damage. So that's that one. Because this book page paper is very thin, the punch doesn't like it, so even though I've done two together, it's still complaining. So this one is a little bit closer together because I didn't do such a big, yeah, that is the right way around. But it doesn't matter because when I stick them in, I could always, you know, move that over a little bit if I want a bit more. So we'll just ink along there, and again I will stitch these before I stick them together, but you can see how they're going to look. So this one will go this way, that one will go that way. So that's another couple done. And then Claire did a tall double envelope, which is why I left these attached together. And again, she turned the tops over so that we had, should quickly try and do that before it realises that it's thin paper. Fooled you, Punch. Right, so now we want a gusset fold here and a gusset fold here, and then I don't think Claire did a gusset fold at the bottom, but I think I might. So now we want our mitered bits. That wasn't a very good cut. But then this part, our top here, is going to fold in and stick to this pocket, to this sheet, and this one is going to, oops, going to stick to this one, and then that bottom one's not straight. Still not straight. A little bit better. And then now what did she, I think what she did was cut off these side pieces on the inside part of the pocket. Left those attached together, but I'm going to have to separate it now and reattach it. Let's just trim this edge off. And then when we stick the thing in, if we right, let's ink these edges so we can see what's what. So this piece will go in here, so it won't be obvious that there is actually a double pocket here. So we will glue I haven't taken enough off of here. I don't know if this is exactly what Claire did, but it's what I'm doing. So that sits inside there, like that. So we'll put glue there, there and there and stick that down. But then you'll have a pocket there and a pocket at the back. So that was quite a good one as well. So what I will do with this one is I will probably stitch, I might stitch along there, I might not, but then I will stitch both these pieces together, down there, along there and along there. and then when that's stuck down with glue, you'll have a pocket here in between the two pieces of paper and a pocket at the back onto the actual journal page. I hope that all makes sense. I feel like I'm making a real meal out of something that's actually very simple. So there we go. I'm going to leave it there today because I feel like I've taken far too long to do those simple pockets. I will link Claire's video from last Friday in the description below so that you can go and see how she did it, and she actually pops her pockets in and decorates them, so it's a bit more interesting than mine. So we've got those 3 pockets, got a double pocket there, we've got 2 double side pockets here and going in opposite directions. We have this interesting folded and 2 envelopes. So that's what we've done today. So thank you for joining me. I hope you found that interesting and not too painful. I don't know when I'll be back, I won't promise, but I'll come back as soon as I can with another video for you. In the meantime, look after yourselves, stay safe and enjoy your own crafty time. Bye bye.